Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Thank you all so much for tuning into my channel, and make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video when I can tell you how to win a full-size bottle of this scent along with 6 other full-size bottles of fragrance. So in total, the winner is going to win 7 full-size bottles. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Thank you for watching my reviews. Now today we're going to be taking a closer look at a fragrance by Ralph Lauren, and this one goes by the name Polo Red Intense. So here's the bottle. This is a 2015 release, and the perfumer is Olivier Guillotin. He did the original. He also did a Tom Ford private blend fragrance known as Rive d'Ambre. Now this fragrance is classified as a woody spicy, and I think the intense name is fitting. We're going to talk a little bit more about the smell and the performance later on in this review. Let's start things off by taking a look at the presentation. On the box here, you have the Polo pony with the intense designation right below that, Polo Red Ralph Lauren. At the very bottom here, you have the UPC code with the serial number punched into the box right on top of it. And on the very back, you have the ingredients, nothing going on at the top. Now, the bottle has the same red hue with the Polo pony here in the front with the vertical black stripes. The cap does click into place. You have a sticker at the very bottom with your serial number printed on there. And the distribution for this one works really well. And that was the presentation for Polo Red Intense. Now, what you get from this scent as far as the smell goes, in the opening, you're going to get a burst of sweetness. And I know that's something that's been trending in the industry as of late. And initially, I had brushed it off as another tonka bean scent. And I know the original has that vibe as well. And I guess I was expecting it to be somewhat of a clone of Versace Eros. And I feel as though I did it an injustice. When I revisited this fragrance, I noticed that there's actually more to it. It's a little bit more complex than that. And they're not relying on the note of tonka bean or coumarin to sweeten things up as most other fragrances do. This fragrance, on the other hand, yes, it has some sweet notes underneath. I detect a little tonka bean indeed. I also detect a little bit of vanilla, but it largely uses the note of cranberry to add this fruity, sweet punch to the composition, and it's backed by the note of coffee. I think that that's a really nice combination, and while the fruity sweetness of the cranberry note gives it this sort of young appeal, the coffee lends a bit of maturity to the fragrance. So I really like the harmony and the balance between those two notes. As it starts to dry down, you do get this note of suede leather that begins to come out. Now, of course, there's grapefruit and some other citrus in there, and you get a most in the opening because those notes are very volatile. And then what you're left with is this sweet scent that's sophisticated, yet still playful and contemporary, and I think would work really great for a young professional, maybe somebody who still likes to go out, hit the town every once in a while, maybe go to a party or a bar on the weekends, but somebody who gets his work done by day. And I think it's a wonderful scent. You know, I think it's something that is falling in line with what's popular, but it's not doing it in the same vein as every other fragrance, which I think is why this fragrance was recently nominated for the Consumer's Choice Awards for the Fragrance Foundation, and I think it has a really good shot of winning. So let's go ahead and finish things off by taking a look at the rating, and I'll tell you guys how you can win a full-size bottle of this scent. First up, I took a look at the uniqueness and the overall smell, and this is a unique scent. Now, I do have to admit, it does fall in line with what a lot of other fragrances are doing. I know there's Armani Code Profumo, I know there's the original, there's Versace Eros, Invictus by Paco Rabanne, 1 million. Now they're coming out with a new one, 1 million Privé, CH for Men, CH Men Privé. All of these fragrances are sweet, and we love smelling sweet scents. And I think that that's something that triggers our olfactive pleasures, if you will. And what I like about this one is that, yes, it does cater to the sweet tooth in you, but it has something different about it, which is that cranberry note with some of the spices and the leather and the coffee is just so well done. Olivier Guillotin, I think, did a wonderful job with this one. Longevity on this one is pretty solid too. You're going to get about 8 hours. In projection, it does really well for the first 2.5 to 3 hours, and then it sits closer to the skin. It doesn't really become a skin scent up until about the end of its performance, which is like the 7-8 hour mark. really, really great. If you have oily skin that is conducive to better performance, you're going to get much better results from this one. Versatility on this one is pretty high too. Like I said, it does maintain somewhat of a sophisticated vibe, but I do have to admit the sweetness does overpower. I would wear this on a casual night out. The price tag is affordable enough that you could afford to wear it casually. This is perfect for a date, a club, a bar. This is a highly complimented scent, and I can see this doing really, really well among the ladies. I think in terms of age range, I don't like to put an age on things, but just a recommendation. I could see somebody even in high school to early college, all the way up to somebody in their 40s or 50s wearing the scent. I think it carries that versatility with it, and I think that because of the performance, it would do better in the spring and in the fall. Maybe not the extreme weather conditions. It might be too cloying, or it might just not be enough. And then lastly, I took a look at the presentation. There really isn't much to it, but I think in many ways they are trying to pay an homage to the original Polo by Ralph Lauren, which is in the iconic green bottle. My grandfather used to wear it, and then Polo blue, Polo red. So they're sticking with the simplicity, but I think they're also conveying the message that they don't need to do anything flashy or kitschy or gaudy in order to make a statement, and that they can produce really good scents without worrying so much about the presentation. Overall, if I had to give this fragrance a final score, I would give it something like a 7 out of 10. The only reason I give it a 7, not anything a little bit higher than that, is because I do think it's trying to do what a lot of other scents in the industry are doing and what's trending. So in some ways it is a follower, but I like that it branches out. It does its own thing. It has mass appeal. It has this universal likability about it. And at the end of the day, I think it's a wonderful scent, very practical, very pragmatic in its use. So guys, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Here's what you can do to enter the giveaway. I'm actually going to leave a link to a video down below with all of the criteria for entering this giveaway. So when you're done watching this video, click the link down below, check out that video. I'm going to show you how you can win 7 full bottles of fragrance, and it's really easy. All you have to do is cast your vote, some other things. It shouldn't take more than 2 minutes, and you'll be all signed up to go. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.